Pretty amazing. Oh my gosh, as I was reeling it in, we get freaking knocked by a chunky bass. That was a freaking amazing hit. Nice one. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be doing a little bit of pond fishing. The other day I drove by a couple of these ponds, saw that there were a few bass bedding, so I'm like, you know what, let's go out, let's see if we can pull a couple of these bass off their beds and just have a good time. I'm going to be using a weightless Texas rig Senko. We're going to start off with that, and then maybe we'll transition over to a paddle tail or something a little more aggressive, see if maybe they're willing to chase. Hope you guys are enjoying the content. Stay tuned and let's go whack them. Guys, I am not seeing anything. I've seen one fish, and that is it. Flipped at him and he took off right away. He wanted nothing to do with the fat whatsoever. Here's a little guy right here. Looks like he could be on a bed. And he got spooked. Wait, he's turning. He's turning. There's a nice bass right here. That dude was definitely not gonna eat. Here's another one. I don't even see a bed near this bass. Oh, he's coming up. Oh, he freaking nipped it. He nipped it, then just started darting out deep. Well, that sucks. He's got it in his mouth, just not the hook. He literally picked the back end of the Senko up, swimming off with it, and he just dropped it to take it off his bed. What a brilliant bass. Brilliant. He's not big, but it's just freaking awesome to watch this. It's crazy, guys. Not a big bass whatsoever, but just super fun to watch. It's crazy to see how they react. Right, he's got it. Just not the hook part. I don't think he's, look at that, he's swimming off with it, but no hook in his mouth. There we are, we got him. As he went to pick it up again, we got him. Look at that. We set the hook on him, and we pinned the outside of his face. It's crazy. Awesome little bass right there, guys. Worked on him for a while. Put him right back on his bed. All right, guys, so the cool thing is, I love catching urban bass when they're on beds because, I mean, I catch and release literally everything. So I'm doing this bass a favor by catching him, releasing him, because now he's going to be a lot more sketched out on, you know, what comes on his bed and what doesn't. And anybody else comes by and tries to catch him, they're going to have a tougher time actually getting him to bite. I mean, I had a tough time getting him to bite. It took 22 minutes on that fish. I mean, he wasn't even a pound. We're going to start walking back. I'm just going to kind of sight fish here and there. If we spot a few bass, I'll take a flip or two at them. See if maybe one of them would be willing to hit. Oh, see, little bass right here, right by the turtle. Oh my gosh, he crushed it. That fish freaking crushed it, guys. This is the hands down the biggest bass. Problem is, super skinny looking fish. But because she's so skinny, she should want to eat. There we are. Got her. You're good. Check that one out, guys. Nice little 2-pounder. Big old head. This girl filled out. Probably maybe be 2.5. Maybe 3. Man, they want that wacky rig like crazy, I'll tell you what. That is absolutely incredible. Ah, that bass was smart. He checked it out. For sure checked it out, but swam off. Oh. There we are. Good one. Same one that bit it and then bailed on it. This dude freaking nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. The key is, though, guys, another nice chunk. Check that out right there. That key is you gotta cast past them and work it toward them. And then that's when they hate it and they just freaking crush it. I mean, this guy hit that freaking Senko, that fat back, like it was, I don't know, a freaking jerkbait or lipless crank. He absolutely wrecked it. There's one right off the bat, guys. Literally right off the bat. Very first cast in the canal. Freaking whacked him. Immediately. No hesitation, came right out of that pipe. Look at that. Barely freaking pinned. Nice little bass right there. Get him in. I literally saw my bait swimming off immediately. I'm like, no way. Already? Freaking gnarly. Oh, that's a fish. Right there. It's exactly where I wanted it. Right up on that wall. Down underneath the bridge. Look at that little guy down there. It's getting sparked. Man, perfect hook set. Roof within mouth. Barely pinned. Beautiful little bass right there. Oh, there's one. Right at the base of that staircase. Popping off because we don't have the proper hook. Fishing's killer though, I'll tell you that. I mean, lots of bites, a lot of aggressive fish in both the ponds and the canal. I mean, that second spot was a little bit whack, but I mean, not every spot you're gonna go to is gonna be top-notch fishing. That was a freaking amazing hit. And he hasn't shown himself, so he should be a little bit better fish. It is. It's a nice one. Dude's digging. Right at the base of that metal rack. Can't even talk. Biggest one of the day. Beautiful chunk. One last look at him. Maybe a 2-pounder. I'm wondering if that guy was on a bed, because I let that thing hit the bottom, kind of dead sticked it for a split second and slightly moved it. And then that's when I felt that freaking knock. I'm thinking we should be able to catch a few. A lot of shade. It's starting to heat up, so the fish are gonna want to stay a little bit cooler. So let's see if there's a few guys around here. So hopefully this week is the very last week that I do any sort of urban fishing. I'm not gonna stop like for the rest of the year or anything like that, but I gotta get on this kind of bite out at the lakes. Take the boat out, have fun, even maybe walk the bank, you know, go to Bartlett, walk the bank, catch bass, crappies, you know, just get on that spring bite out at Roosevelt, Saguaro Canyon, Pleasant, Bartlett, literally everywhere. We got to get on a decent lake bite. Next week, the plan is to go to Bartlett, go to Roosevelt, then the following week, go to Canyon, Saguaro, then after that, maybe do some striper fishing at Pleasant. Really get that boat out a lot this year. Pretty amazing. Oh my gosh, as I was reeling it in, I was just reeling it in. Oh, biggest bass of the day, guys. Biggest bass of the day. Oh my gosh, I was just reeling it in. Let him play a little bit. Stay down, stay down, stay down, stay down. Oh my gosh. I was cranking it in to do another cast. Pulling this guy up, I might pop off. Look at that. Just let him do his thing. Let him tire himself out. Let your drag do all the work. Stay down, bud. Stay down. Trying to keep that rod tip pointed down so he doesn't spit it. That was crazy. I mean, man, he crushed it. Just as I was like, I'm shocked that we haven't gotten anything down here. We get freaking knocked by a chunky bass. All right, buddy. Should be enough for you. All right, I hate that he touched the ground. At least the ground's not hot, but I'll tell you what, I hate it. I hate it when they touch the ground. Let's show the good side real fast. All right, guys, there's a nice one right there. Not too freaking bad, maybe about a 2.5. Get in there, get big.